I've been trying to get very creative on how to continue flexing the creative side in environments where it may not really call for it. So for me, I always want to find an excuse to make a video, even if I'm not getting paid for it. Like, I just want to get the reps in, and I want to be able to continuously grow and get better, so that if the day ever comes where somebody needs something, I have not put away my camera gear because maybe I wasn't just taking any gigs for 6 or 7 months, and all of a sudden now I have to kind of produce something, and I may be a little rusty on the project. I may be a little rusty on the techniques and just my skills. So one thing that I'm trying to do is incorporate, well, first, get rid of friction. Make it as easy as possible to create a product that somebody would pay for, somebody would love and enjoy, or maybe that they would just love to watch even if you didn't charge them for it. So at weddings, as the DJ, I actually, it's one of the reasons I got the iPhone, I upgraded my iPhone. I'm just gonna document today, because today I'm going to a wedding, and I'm actually, aside from DJing services, that's what I was contracted for, I always love to walk away with enough footage at the end of the day to create a 30-second to a minute-and-a-half kind of montage video, but kind of give it a professional flair to give the couples. Now, I know there's probably a videographer out there that's kind of like, dude, that's literally our job. You're getting paid for that. You know what? That's fine. We live in the digital age where like anybody can make a video these days. So I kind of don't have any sentiments towards that. So the point is, like, basically what it would look like for me to just bring around my phone and essentially take enough footage of a day to be able to create something and then deliver it the next day. And again, this is not to compete with anybody. I'm just of the mindset where it's like, I want to find avenues to always be creative. And if I get so wrapped up in my 9-to-5 job, in a lot of the other things that demand, and rightfully so, my attention, but I never make time to be creative, the day that I actually genuinely need to be creative for a project, or maybe I just want to document something fun and eventful, I've lost a lot of that. My muscles have atrophied. So this is me getting creative with my iPhone and showing that it does not take a whole lot of work. I go into these weddings with a purpose of wanting to film and document a lot of things. But what happens if you've been in any wedding, things just move so fast. And if you're hired for a specific job, it does become a little harder to multitask. And like, if I want to bring this camera along and just kind of talk about what's going on. I just got back, I think it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm actually going to be editing the video that I will be sending them. So I got all the footage I needed, so I'm going to be working on sending that video in the morning, so 9 a.m. And I think I'm just going to talk more tomorrow morning once I have the video done, so you can see what the finished product looks like, but then also I guess talk more about why and how I do it, things like that. Alright, I'll be back in the morning. I'm gonna go edit. I was really tired, and I actually ended up staying up till around 4:30 in the morning. So like yesterday, I was there to actually DJ the wedding. The beautiful thing about it too is that it was all done with an iPhone. And I truly love this because I'm about to play the video now. There are some scenes where there's like hardly any lighting that you can definitely tell excuse me, you can definitely tell it was not a mirrorless camera, it was an iPhone. But like 90% of this video, I'm having a hard time like actually seeing it, like the difference between an iPhone and like a mirrorless camera footage. So again, more to the point, like most times this is truly all you need. Now, this is not the video, let me just get this really quick. This is not the video that I was gonna plan on doing this, but two things that I do in order to maximize the quality of the video. You don't need this kind of stuff to make videos with your iPhone. The iPhone is all that you need. I started doing this little side quest kind of thing at these gigs with just the iPhone. iPhone 18 because I can shoot in log, and then I use the Blackmagic camera app, which I will be talking about a little bit more in depth when I talk about these tools in particular, but that's pretty much all I need. Now, to enhance the video a whole lot more, a little bit of stabilization. So this grip here, I've talked about it in some shorts. There's a short right now that I've got that's like blowing up, and so it's kind of telling me like maybe make a video on it. But this is super adjustable. So like if I wanted to do horizontal, you're literally clicking, and then it's got a shutter button. I mean, you can attach a lot of things to this. The other thing, filters. It's got an ND filter, CPL filter, and a black mist filter, which I love using at nighttime. Now, last night, I did want to get into the technicalities of like, why am I choosing music, or what kind of music I'm choosing, sound effects, all that kind of stuff. But let's just be honest, I was so dang tired. So quick run through, I do the last dance. I use a song that is the most meaningful. Typically these days, last dance at a wedding are private, and so it's more of an intimate moment. They're by themselves, they're recapping the end of the night, like all the emotions are coming back, like it's hitting them that they're married. And that song is the last anthem in their mind that is sitting with them, echoing around, so that when they go out for the exit, like that's what's playing in their head. And then I've talked at length about this Multiply sound. No one's sponsoring this video, by the way, so any product I talk about, small rig, whatever, no one's sponsoring it. It's just what I pay for out of my own pocket. Multiply sound is the greatest sound tool that I have ever found. Because when you watch this video, if you know this song, it's called Obvious by Chapters. It was their last dance, which ironically Multiply Sound did a collaboration with them. They have a perfect song that went so well with Multiply Sound, again because of the collaboration, the sound, everything just sounds perfectly fine. But if it was something different, what I would typically do is I would get that and then find the key of the song, and Multiply Sound, having all of their packs, it allows me to pick and choose parts of the song that I want to feed into the message. And so I'm not beholden to the licensed song Obvious by Chapters and have to work around or like kind of chop it up in a way that doesn't make sense. I can work with whatever part of the song that I want, chop it up in a way that's seamless, if ebbs and flows, and it feels like an original song. So when you watch this video, the natural breaks, the pauses, and then the build up, that's all done by me with this product. So Multiply Sound is what I use. And then I used to lean heavily into VFX. I also used to do things vertically, but now, like yesterday was my first time, I was just like, let me just do it horizontal, because I'm always a horizontal guy. I don't like vertical, but I was doing vertical a little bit just to play the game. And man, I had such a fun time yesterday doing it horizontal, because again, it's the way the eyes see the world. We're looking at it, the world like this, not like this. And so I enjoyed it. And then when you mix in the music and you mix in like just the intentionality that you put behind the night, like I got into it. I typically would do 1 to 2 minutes, especially if it's a vertical, and I lean so heavy into VFX because I gotta be honest, looking back, I think I just didn't really feel the emotion and the connection. Like I didn't know how to find it, and I think there's a way to find that in those nights, especially when you're like running, trying to do it already a different kind of job and you're not contracted for this one. So after Multiply Sound, I was leaning heavily into VFX, which I'll use a couple of elements like drag and drop things from like Happy Editing. Again, not a sponsor, but I truly love their products and the way that it just feels so raw. I'm not going to use the word authentic, because authentic can mean so many different things. It does not mean grainy and just bad. Authentic, that's another video for another time. I am so tired. I'm gonna go rest. I'm gonna go hang out, but I feel like if I did not get this down on video, tomorrow's Monday, I'm back to work. I would never have done this. So now I can actually have something else to edit. But that is the idea. That's kind of what I'm playing around with. Another way to get more reps in, to have breakthroughs like tonight. It's so fun. I've gone back and rewatched this video over and over again, not to toot my own horn, but because like I got to do something that I'm proud of, and I had such a good time staying up late on a couple of Red Bulls, no sleep, and then woke up exhausted today, kept watching the video because I'm like, I'm excited about this, and it's great to be excited about your work. I mean, I don't know if you can feel it, but I'm super pumped. So I guess like the moral of the story is like, you have no excuse. If you have one of these, go make a video, go have some fun, get feedback, share it with the world, and get reps in, get better at your job or hobby, whatever. We'll see you guys in the next one.
What stood out to Courtney right away wasn't only that he was the hottest dad on the team, but is the way Jamie showed up as a dad. He was present, steady, and clearly loved his kids. She got to see his heart first, and she knew pretty quickly this was something different. It was the little things that made it even more clear. The way he made her feel seen, safe, completely herself. Before long, they weren't just building a relationship, they were building a life.
Now that our family has grown, know that the love and support that you get from me will never change. As long as I live, you will have a home with me.
This is a love that is intentional, a love that is steady, a love that you feel every single day. That's exactly what they found in each other.
Your love came quietly, washing over me like sunlight stretching across the room. No lifetime with you would ever feel like enough, but I promise to cherish every second we're given, to love you fully, fiercely, and faithfully for all of you.
As we grow old together, your beauty will never fade from my eyes. And as long as I live, I love you with everything that I have.